find your lack of faith disturbing.
Gotcha!
Smashmouth Footballerz. Introducing Nick Tate, Joe Caldero, Chad Young, Smashmouth Footballerz.
Hey, welcome to Smashmouth Footballerz. I'm Nick Tate.
Joe Caldero.
And the Shadow Act.
And guys, guess what? Hey, we get to start the weekend off with some starts and sits for you. We had a great Thursday night game, but we got a long weekend to go, and it's going to be fun.
Yeah, it's week 9 here. A lot of injuries. 4 teams on bye. Your roster probably looks like either the Avengers or the Walking Dead right now. We're going to go through some studs and duds. As a quick reminder, we gave away some merch last week. We haven't heard from anybody, so Westy1122, we give you that huge shout out. Get with us for that Marvin Mims Jr. jersey. Stick around to the end of the podcast so we can tell y'all how to give away, how to get some more tumblers and some more merch from us. We have a jersey from Pristine Auction. It's a mystery box, so
we're almost there.
Yeah, help us get there. Studs and duds week 9. Joe, you want to start us off?
I want to talk about Lamar last night.
Okay, sure.
Oh, we'll do that.
He looked like he didn't skip a beat. He looks like he's well rested, and can he be a better version of himself? No turnovers. Everything was crisp.
4
Everything
touchdowns.
was clean. Made Mark Andrews look like a hero.
Yeah, Mark Andrews is so touchdown dependent, and look, he scored 2, which was great. I'm trying to see when Baltimore is going to finally get the right tight end involved, because Isaiah Likely is the better player.
He is the better player.
Yeah,
but Lamar and Mark Andrews were drafted together. They've been together this whole time. They have a connection. Likely is the better athlete.
Yeah, this was it. I mean, that statistic came up. What is it, 50-something, 58 touchdowns, 4th in history. I mean, they're not at Gronk and Brady just yet. But look, I mean, it's worked for all these years. I wish Lamar would run the ball a little bit more, but he didn't have to anymore. He didn't have to anymore.
He's worked hard on his passing ability.
Yeah, look, that's my favorite player in the NFL. Everyone knows that.
And the other side of the ball, Tua came back down to earth against a bad defense, and Mike McDaniel may not even get fired this year. He should have already been fired. The team loves him. He's a player guy. They still love him. So I don't think they get rid of him this year.
He had such it's not like the Dolphins should have been leading that game at halftime, because they had 250-something yards. Tua was playing good ball. They kept shooting themselves in the foot, especially around the red zone. And Mike had the best line I've ever heard. He said at halftime, he goes, "Hey, we got to beat one team, not 2. We got to stop beating ourselves up." Such a great line from a coach. I've been on the fence about his coaching style and everything else. Like, I'm more like disciplinary coaches and stuff. But look, man, when you say things like that are just genius and they're relevant, like, he's going to stay around. I mean, he's such a great offensive mind anyway. But
he looks stressed out though, boy.
No, he does look stressed, but
goodness.
I don't think his job's in jeopardy right now.
I would have been stressed too. He's calling such a great first half, and the penalties. The team was shooting themselves in the foot. And
some bad calls. There was a couple of bad ones.
Yeah,
there.
but I mean, like, you had the 4th and 1. They were almost in the end zone, and then the offensive guard, just got spooked. So I mean, there's a lot of mistakes throughout the whole game where the players just a lot of turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, it would just.
But they definitely have something in Waddle. They definitely have some. Well, we've known they've had some in H.N.
Yeah.
But Ollie Gordon is a beast.
He's great.
They need to use him more.
Yeah. That 4th and 1 call where they threw it up in the end zone, you saw his face. He did not. I think he had something designed, and whenever he showed his face, like, you just knew immediately Tua messed up.
Yeah, somebody screwed it up.
You knew
there was no safeties high, so somebody messed up.
Yeah,
we don't know,
and I don't know exactly what happened. I'm not going to go to the all 22 or nothing to look at it.
Right.
But I saw his face, and it was like, dude, come on. Like, it seemed like he had everything he wanted, and it was not executed.
Right. All right. So that's it for that game. I was definitely wrong on Mark Andrews. I thought Isaiah Likely was going to have a game.
Me too. I thought coming back. I think they're still going to get him involved. I mean, look, they said something last night. Like, they only had 20-something snaps. I still together because Isaiah Waco was hurt in the beginning of the year and Lamar Jackson was hurt in the later part of the year. So that chemistry is going to keep going. I mean, keep him up for later.
Let's go with quarterbacks we like for this week. What you got, Nick? Who's your
Matt
first one?
Stafford is my favorite this week.
Matt Stafford is awesome.
Yep. So far, he's 1,866 passing yards, 17 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, but he's going against the Saints defense, which is 27th in the NFL to the pass, averaging about 238.5 yards to the opponent in every game. I think he slings the rock. We got Puka Nacua back this week. Mm-hmm. He's got all his weapons and everything. I think the run game's going to be a little slow, but as the game progresses, I think they get up high enough to where they end up having to run the ball to run the clock. And then we got Tyler Shough, and we don't know what he's going to do, but I don't think it's going to be great.
No. I don't think it matters.
No. I think they need to just kneel the ball every time and just let the game go.
There's no running game with the Saints. Kamara looks like a shell of himself right now.
Wouldn't you?
Well, yeah.
I know.
That boy's defeated, man. He's had several bad seasons in a row, and he wants to stay in New Orleans.
He doesn't want to leave. So
it's not only that.
That's at old Bourbon Street. He wants to stay down there.
Yeah.
Thick white women. I don't blame him. Kellen Moore has not showed us any kind of confidence. Has not showed us any. He just wants to throw the ball. It seems like he wants to throw the ball we've had. Look. Whenever it was Spencer Rattler, we had games where Rattler was throwing the ball 40 times, and it's like, look, man, you've got to start running the ball. Like, look, he said he got Taysom Hill more involved. Taysom Hill only 5 touches. He needs to get Kamara more involved in the running game. He doesn't run the ball. I think 11 touches. We're getting 8 carries. That's it from one of the most prolific backs that's ever played in the NFL. Dude, until you start running the ball, I don't care who's playing quarterback.
I've got the perfect way to get Taysom Hill involved for 99% of the offensive snaps.
Make him quarterback?
Put him under center.
Yeah, I mean...
You got to run the ball. This is where we're at.
Yeah, I have no faith in anything the Saints are doing over there. I mean, Olave's catching the ball at
he's doing good.
Yeah, I mean, he's catching the ball. I mean, but that's all. I don't know who the Saints are going to trade, if they trade anything, but that should be a fire sale over there.
Yeah, but I agree. Stafford is going to light up the week.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all remember last week last year they played, and the Rams just put on a smoke show. Mm-hmm. I mean, the game was over at halftime. Stafford went off. Puka went off. It's going to be the same thing this week. Yeah.
Right. So, what about you, Chad? What you got?
Listen, I have to talk about it all the time, almost every week. When Detroit plays in Ford Field, they are a different team, and they're going against Minnesota. Goff had a down game against Tampa Bay, but he just didn't need it with 12.3 fantasy points. He's going against Minnesota right now, and J.J. McCarthy's coming back. I mean, I think it's going to be good news for Minnesota, but it's going to be better news for Jared Goff. Jared Goff is going to be my start of the week. He's going to get back on track. The Vikings, the past 3 weeks, have allowed 3 quarterbacks in a row, 20.1 fantasy points. And that's Jalen Hurts, of course, and Justin Herbert went over 30 points. Well, Goff has scored at least 22.8 fantasy points in 2 of the past 3 games against Minnesota. So what does that tell us? Standard deviation and no regression showing. Jared Goff is going to put up at least 20 fantasy points this week.
In a close game, I believe. If JJ plays, I think it'll be pretty close.
Yeah, I'm going to stream both, we're going to get there yet, but Jordan Anderson, Justin Jefferson, I'm going to stream both of them. But look, Jared Goff is my starter of the week. He's just a different player at home. He's a different player indoors. It's not so much in home, but it's indoors. And Amon-Ra St. Brown is a top 3 wide receiver in the NFL, I believe. I mean, I think he's ranked behind Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase. And look, Minnesota is giving up 20 to 30 points in fantasy the past 3 weeks. He struggled last week. He didn't even need them. This week, he's going to have to throw the rock a little bit more, and he's going to exceed, I believe. And my other start this week for y'all, I'm going to give away 2, is Mr. Kyler Murray. He's coming back with a foot. He's missed the past 2 games. I snuck him in at number 8. I know his numbers not been great this week. This year he's been around hovering quarterback 16. But this is a Monday night game, and he's going against the Cowboys, and the Cowboys give up the number one fantasy points to quarterbacks. He's going to top 20 fantasy points again, I think, this year. Dallas is averaging 23.7 points per year. So if you want to know where Kyler Murray ranks in mine, he's quarterback 7. If you're not going to start him this week, I don't know when you start him because Dallas will give up at least 20 fantasy points. So,
who's your second one, Nick?
I don't have a second quarterback.
Oh, you don't?
Running backs.
Okay, let's go into mine.
I got some drops.
oh yeah.
So my quarterback of the week is Drake May against the Falcons. The Falcons have a pretty middle-of-the-road defense, but Drake May last week threw for 283 yards and 3 touchdowns against the Browns defense.
Yeah.
So he's only going to do better in this one. Looking at my crystal ball, I say Drake May throws over 300 yards against these Falcons and 3 touchdowns again.
Yeah.
Nothing else should stop him.
Keyshawn Boutte.
Yeah, I don't know who you. We've been talking about him. Like, if you want to play flex, if you want to flex one of these wide receivers, it seems like he's going to be the one to flex because Stephon Diggs only had 2. He's averaging five targets a game, and the only time he's had was the game before Buffalo, and then he had the huge revenge game against Buffalo. But then after that, it's been Boutte, and Douglas had the deep pass last week. So I'll say who's getting the ball a lot in the passing game. Ramondre Stevenson. Oh,
yeah, Ramondre right now is the more prolific back in their backfield.
Yeah, so
it's by design. I guess it's because of the money. I don't know. Ramondre will put the ball on the ground.
Yeah.
Henderson won't. So, I don't know.
It's been surprising. There were games where he's had 8 receptions. So, I mean, it looks like Drake May spreads the ball around so well. And it's not good fantasy-wise for the wide receivers, but it is good for the number 1 place New England Patriots.
Drake May is coming along so good. He's like Lamar. He's getting better and better and better in his throwing ability. And I've said it before. To me, he's the poor man's Josh Allen.
Yeah,
because he plays just like him. If they build a team stronger receivers around him, because Josh Allen has weak receivers too, just like he does.
That's weird.
So
it's like something about that.
Yeah,
like you always wonder why Josh Allen don't have some awesome receivers.
Yeah, but to me, it's because you're paying him $250 million. That's
right.
why they're not paying Drake May that money, so he should have better receivers, and they need to work on that in the offseason. And I'm not talking about through the draft. There's going to be a lot of free agents out there.
Yep. So let's do some running back stuff.
Running backs, all right.
Okay.
What you got, Joe?
I'm going to stick with the old guy. I'm going to stick with Javonte Williams against the Cardinals.
Why are you always picking old people?
Javonte Williams last week, 13 for only 41 yards, but he had 2 touchdowns against the Broncos defense, which is way better than the Cardinals defense.
Right.
They're looking for Javonte. If you're within 10 yards of the end zone, Javonte is getting the ball, and that's
that weird?
That's definitely that's going to be my running back of the week.
And last year he couldn't get nothing.
Nothing. But this year he's getting everything.
That's great, man.
He resurged his career, man, and I'm glad for him.
Yeah. Who else you got?
I'm going to stick with DeAndre Swift against the Bengals' bad defense. I'm not going to say Manung guy because they didn't even play him hardly last week. He had 11 for 45 and 1 touchdown against the Baltimore defense, which is not very good. But they're better than the Bengals defense.
That's true.
So that's where I think he does better than that. I think he goes 15 for 75 and 1 touchdown.
Yeah, I actually may put Manung guy in there as like a sleeper because I know he didn't do much last week, but neither did Caleb Williams the past 2 weeks. And if you want to stream Caleb Williams as a starter against Cincinnati, I think the Cincinnati Bears game is just going to be fantasy points everywhere because both defenses seem to struggle. I really like this matchup fantasy wise. Like Joe Flacco's getting the ball to T. Higgins. Now T. Higgins is a little touchdown reliant, but he's been getting them. Jamar Chase has 54 targets in 3 games. You can't ask for anything more than that. Rome Odunze, I think, is going to go off because Cincinnati can't stop anybody. Caleb Williams is definitely he's uptick to me fantasy wise. He's in my top 10 this week, and I know he struggled the past 2 weeks against weak defenses. But Cincinnati's a different level of terrible.
If you're playing Superflex, if Caleb Williams is in your lineup, you're doing yourself a disservice.
Trey Hendrickson's out. They can't rush the quarterback. They can't stop the quarterback. I may even look. It's like I may start Colston Loveland. Why
not?
Because it's Cincinnati gives up all points to everybody. So Well, that's a great take when you talk about that.
And speaking of quarterbacks who should be played in Superflex, Sam Darnold, not to go back to, but Sam Darnold has been doing a lot this year. He's been amazing this year. So against the Commanders' weak defense, I would play Sam Darnold in Superflex too.
I love Sam Darnold this year, especially going forward. And like this week, you got 4 teams on a bye. Of course, Jalen Hurts is one of those, and so is Baker. Well, I mean, tell you what,
Baker needs a break.
Yeah, he does. The Bucks can have a bye week at a better time, but for saying that, maybe not this week I'd stream him because I like Kyler more because of Dallas, because of the matchup on Monday night. But and Kyler's available in 30% of leagues. Listen, going forward, Sam Darnold is a top. There's some weeks he's gonna give you top 10 fantasy quarterback output,
no doubt,
because he's throwing the ball down to Jackson Smith the Jigba. So definitely have him on your radar.
Who's your running backs?
Well, the start of the week was look. I didn't have faith in him 2 weeks ago. I've been on the money with this guy in and out, and this week, look, he is my number four. Running back this week, Kamani Vidal. Amarian Hampton's out. We don't know when he's going to come back.
They said he's in a boot last week.
Yeah.
So it don't look good.
The one game I told y'all to sit him, it was a good call. Well, guess what? I'm telling y'all to start him everywhere. Vidal scored at least 19.7 fantasy points. 2 outings. He had 117 rushing yards. I didn't think against Minnesota he was going to do all that great either. Like, I predicted to play him, but I didn't think he was going to do great. 23 carries for 117 yards. He had a touchdown. He had a catch for 10 yards. Week 9 against the Titans. The past 6 running backs against the Titans have scored 16.6 PPR points against Tennessee. Vidal is going to follow suit. So far, Herbert's loved him. He's been showing off. He's a product of Troy University. You have to get him in the lineup this week. He is number 4. Look, I think he's going to go off this week. I think I'm 19 to 20 fantasy points this week.
It is the Titans, so I think he will too. The guy's he's already shown he's got number 1 talent whenever he puts it all together on the field. He's doing it this year.
And the other start that nobody's really talking about, but we need to start because look, I looked down, and besides the one game where he sat, where he wasn't hurt, the Minnesota game and the bye week, those 2 weeks, I've had him in my lineup, and I just haven't thought about it. But I want to give some attention just to Jaylen Warren, because he's running back 18, right, in fantasy, and so you can, it's like plug and play in a flex or a wide receiver or RB2, and you're fine, and He's 60.4% snap rate. He's getting 18 touches a game. He's getting 98 total yards. 25th in rated opportunity. 19th in the red zone touches among running backs. He's like, it's just been consistent. It's like, you remember all those years where we had Najee Harris and we didn't talk about him and we kind of looked like down on him, and Najee Harris at the end of the year had 1,000 yards and like 8 to 10 touchdowns. Yeah. Well, guess what? Like, Jaylen Warren stepped into this role and it's like, because I think Najee Harris was the name and we expected more. Well, Jaylen Warren, we're getting this and we don't even pay attention to it. But he's since week 4, Indy's allowed, I know, the 8th fewest rushing yards and the 2nd lowest explosive play rate, but Jaylen Warren has been the picture of consistency. And if you're giving me running back 2, no matter who you've been playing, except for the one game you missed, look, why would you not take him? Why would you touch him? Leave him in until he's ride that horse. And
he's on my bench, and you know why? Kamani Vidal's in my flex.
Yeah. But look at what he's. I mean, it's like 11 touches, 37 yards, but he gets a touchdown. 4-14, 48. But he's getting 13 for 62, 16 for 127, 11 for 52, and he's catching the ball. So it's like he's averaging 4.7 to 5 yards per carry. He's getting in the end zone. Like, I just love the production coming from Jaylen Warren right now. So
who you like, Nick?
Oh, buddy, Travis Etienne.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Vegas is allowing anywhere from 13.1 PPR points per game to the running back. They're 17th in total defense against all teams. They're allowing 328 yards per game. And Travis Etienne has been, other than the last game he played, he was doing amazing so far. And I think he just eats on this one. The defense, they just been hit or miss. Geno's not really doing much, so I think the offense is going to be out on the field a lot. Trevor Lawrence is starting to target Travis Hunter a lot more, so I think they're getting their game together. They said they're going to start showcasing Hunter, and I think he's going to do great this week as well. But ETN is awesome. And then the next one I got, man, is going to be Woody Marks.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
Okay. All right.
he's got 12.5 fantasy points out of the 3 out of the last 4 outings he's made, and the Broncos have allowed 17.8 yards to running backs in the last 3 out of 4 games as well. Other than that, I mean, their defense is stout, but they allow that running game to go nuts. And if they get Woody Marks more involved, which he is getting more involved in this game, there's a good chance that he goes off and somewhere ends up in the top 15 running backs for the week.
Yeah. We know Nico's coming back.
Yep.
We know Christian Kirk's coming back.
Yep.
And that just gives you more.
So they're going to have to cover
targets.
They're going to have to cover them. So it leaves everything open in the middle.
Yeah,
I like it.
I like it. All right, let's do some wide receiver stuff.
Okay. My wide receiver of the week is Michael Pittman Jr. versus Pittsburgh.
Oh man.
Last week, 8 for 95 yards and 1 touchdown against the Titans. Titans have a middle-of-the-road pass defense, okay? Right. Pittsburgh is better, but there's a man named Jonathan Taylor over there they're going to have to worry about. There's another guy.
Number 1 running back.
And so they're going to have to
the year.
They're going to have to stop him. They're going to have to stop Danny Dimes from running the ball. One of these receivers is going to be wide open. Pittman has shown right now that he's a top 10, at least a top 15 receiver in the league for the week, for the season so far. But you got 2 other weapons over there too. Josh Downs is fantastic, but this guy right here has resurged his career behind Daniel Jones, and I think this game against a pretty tough Pittsburgh defense, he's going to do very well. They're not going to be able to run the clock out on Pittsburgh. This is going to be a close game. I predict it's going to be a close game where they're going to have to throw the ball to stay in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
and Daniel Jones has been amazing this year. I mean, something you never thought you'd see. The Giants have written him off. I mean, it's kind of crazy. They write off all their players, pass them on, and they do amazing.
They do great.
Yeah. You had the talent the whole time.
Mm-hmm. And my number 2 receiver, I'm just going to stick with T. Higgins. I've been sticking with him this long against the Bears. The Bears got good secondary in their defense, but like last week, he had touchdown. He was the more productive over Jamar Chase. So whenever one is covered, they're going to have to try to take Jamar Chase out of the game. T. Higgins is a number 1 too.
Yeah.
T. Higgins is just as good as Jalen Waddle.
And Flacco is slinging it.
He's just as good as Pickens.
He is slinging it.
He's slinging it. And I think that's what's going to happen this game. And I think Chase Brown could have a better game this week too, because they're going to have to have some kind of combination of both to keep this going. That's going to be a shootout as well. Bears and Browns.
I agree with that.
The Bears and the Bengals.
The Bengals ain't got no other choice.
Yeah.
When you bring that up, so like, look, it's funny you bring that. So I have DK Metcalf, I have Drake London, I have T. Higgins, and then I have Michael Pittman Jr. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean that's like my 13 to 17 right there. Like, they're just both going to outperform. And T. Higgins is catching look, Flacco's been catching a touchdown a game. Mm-hmm. Michael Pittman's been catching a touchdown a game. So I love that production. I can't stop talking about Michael Pittman.
I don't think Flacco's catching it.
No,
I mean, not Flacco, but throwing them.
Flacco's throwing them on the numbers, man. Has anything not been perfect?
Yeah, it's great. And now Chase Brown's starting to get involved too. So I let's be honest. Like, Justin Fields put up 39 points against them. Like, if Justin Fields put up 39 points against the Bengals, start everybody playing the Bengals, you know? Yeah. And the Bengals.
Oh, you mean the Bears?
The Bears. Well, start the Bears, yeah.
The Bears.
Whoever's playing the Bengals, start them. Start them.
Yeah.
And the Bengals kept up with them. They only lost by a point. So start everybody with the Bengals. Like, the matchups are too good.
Yeah.
That's it. All right.
Listen, a stud that I really I've started paying attention to, and I really like. Look, Chamiri DK since Calvin Ridley's been out, the dude for the past 2 weeks is averaging 16.4 fantasy points per game. Out there, I know we thought we were going to get the rookie Eliminor, but this guy right here has been the dog because since week 7, he has had a 21% share route run. He's had a very strong 2.18 yards per route. He's got a matchup against the Chargers, who their secondary's banged up. As we know, Derwin James has been a little banged up. And when Calvin Ridley's been out, this has been the favorite for going in. And I know, look, this matchup is too good. When he's been out there, 80% of the route share the fantasy points are just too good right now for him. It's a deep dive. People are not really looking at this game. I think it's going to be a higher scoring game. The Chargers versus the Titans. I think the Titans are in the middle of making some moves. I think Tony Pollard may be on the trading block. I think Tajay Spears is going to start getting more of this. I think they're finding more of a role here where they like their offense. And McCoy has come in as the head coach. We've seen the offense change a little bit. Things have gotten a little bit better. Cam Ward's playing better football. And DK is the one who has eaten. I mean, he's the one succeeding. And you give me a wide receiver that's getting 16 fantasy points a game, I will have him in my lineup all day, every day.
He's a big target. He's 6'1", 200 pounds, right around 200 pounds. He's not afraid to go over the middle, but he's dangerous on the outside.
Yeah,
so.
And this offense starting getting going. You see, like Akanawanu, their tight end. They're talking about they may trade him because they like what they got in Gunnar Helm, and Gunnar Helm has showed up fantasy wise too with 10% share. Cam Ward is starting to show. I mean, I know he had the horrible pass backwards and all that everyone saw on SportsCenter or all the highlight reels, but. If you watch the Titans, they've been somewhat competitive. This offense feels like they got going. It seems like they got all these younger weapons here with Helm and DK and Cam Ward. And it looks like the coaching change has helped them. And we're starting to see a little fantasy relevance out of them. And I like this matchup against the Chargers. So DK, you have to have him in your lineup. I mean, give me 16 fantasy points from a wide receiver every week. And then on the other side, look, I wanted to bring up DK Metcalf too, but because the dude is like he's got to be 12th. He's a 12th ranked. Like I have to put him up significantly, but I'm not bringing him up. I'm bringing up all the noise coming out of Jacksonville. Look, let's be honest. Brian Thomas Jr. is what I think fantasy 23.
Yeah,
not where we drafted him. He's dropped the ball a lot. His
For where you drafted him, he's the worst performer of all the wide receivers.
Yeah, he's if you got him, you're probably not winning many games, or you had him on the bench. Yeah, well, you must have great draft because he has let people down significantly. And with that, here's the rumors: where Jacksonville had him there for a second, he was on the trade block, and then they said they were not going to trade him. But we do know for a fact that Liam Cohen has come out and said, "Look, we need to make Travis Hunter the center point of this offense," and they said that this week. He went out and won and had a huge, huge game, right? And with what he saw, Tate told you, all right, what Jacksonville intends to do. Travis Hunter has to be in your starting lineups this week. It's going to be more of what we saw 2 weeks ago. He's going to get involved. He's going to be the center point of this passing offense. He is too good for them not to be showing all the talent he had coming out of Colorado. And Brian Thomas Jr. has been a epic letdown fantasy-wise. It's a great matchup. So those are my two starts of the week. Have both of these guys in your lineup.
Travis Hunter is your second one. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Who you like, Nick?
Oh, man. I'm going to go with Wan'Dale Robinson, guys. The 49ers, they have allowed 11.3 PPR points to 7 receivers in the last 4 games. That's almost 2 receivers per team every game. And Wan'Dale Robinson is pretty much one of 2 options over there for Jackson Dart. Tyrone Tracy has to get involved in the game a lot. Let's see if he comes back with some emphasis over Cam Scatterbo, which I just don't think is going to happen. But Wan'Dale Robinson should get involved. He should get you some at least 12 points, fantasy points. I honestly think he gets somewhere around 16 going into this game right here. The 49ers, they can't figure out their quarterback issues. Jackson Dart wants to win. I mean, without Scatterbo, he's still got his fire in him. So I think he takes advantage of it on this one, and he ends up going nuts. I think, like I said, I think Wan'Dale Robinson gets at least 16 points going into this game. And then Chad took Travis Hunter away from me, so I'm gonna go with Keenan Allen. He's been kind of struggling at 10.8 points, but I'm gonna tell you something. His quarterback is the number one quarterback as far as fantasy points goes so far this year, and he's gonna be eating all day over Tennessee. I think this is gonna be a great game. I think that Keenan Allen just goes nuts. I mean, I'm sorry, not Tennessee, but I think Keenan Allen goes nuts, and the Chargers. They've kind of gotten away from Quentin Johnson, so I think Keenan Allen gets a lot. I think he's one touchdown and probably 86 yards.
Kind of like that Rams game against the Saints. I fire up every single Chargers player I have.
I do too.
Yeah.
From Aronde Gaston,
from Gaston to all the receivers.
Yeah.
I mean, running backs are Vidal. Anybody.
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah.
Anybody and everybody in that game.
And Ladd McConkey's gotten more involved here in the last couple
he sure
games
has.
too.
And that's by design. You can tell it's by design. He's looking for him.
Well, they had I think what happened there, we had a lot of injuries on the offensive line. Justin Herbert had to get the ball out faster. Ladd McConkey out the slot does that. So that's what I like about that. Yeah, fire them all up.
Yeah, I don't know which game is going to be more out of control, the Rams versus the Saints or the Chargers against the Titans.
Yeah, we got
it. Depends on which one doesn't take their foot off the gas.
Chicago and Cincinnati, too.
Yeah.
So hopefully it'll be a good week, not like last week where you didn't get a lot of love in the fantasy world. Hopefully this week, a lot of high-scoring games.
Yeah.
So give me a tight end you like.
Oh, man. I like Andre Gatson. I can't say his name.
Andre Gatson, yes.
In the last two games, he's been 12th overall. He's got 244 yards and 2 touchdowns just in 2 games. Again, this is for the Chargers.
Yep.
And like you said, it should be a shootout. I don't see how he doesn't just keep going. They got to stop him, and they got enough weapons. I mean, like we just talked about, start everybody. Well, hell, I mean, if you're going to start everybody, that means a tight end isn't going to be double covered or nothing like that, and the rookie should just do awesome.
When they went away from Quentin Johnston, he was the recipient. He was the one who shined for it, and I don't think it stops, and I think Gaston could potentially look like Mark Andrews last night.
I hope so.
Yeah, we've seen Ladd McConkey. He's been the guy who's been catching the touchdowns, but the target share has been every bit Keenan Allen and every bit Aronde Gatson. And the rookie, I mean, who looks like a stud out there, man. Like he's a weapon, and that's what happens. We said if Aronde Gatson starts getting going, Quentin Johnston's probably going to be the guy who suffers, and so far that's been what's happened. So, Brock Bowers is coming back this week, so yay to all of us who have him. So my tight end play this week, look, this dude has burned me more than, I don't know, Easy Bake Ovens, bro. This dude has burned me so bad, but the past 2 weeks, he's gotten 13 fantasy points. They found a way to get him involved where he's able to run after the catch, and he goes in my top 10.
It can't be Fannin. He's on bye. So
listen, Fannon's my dog, dude. Harold Fannin Jr. is slowly becoming one of my favorite players in the NFL, but he's on a bye. So with right underneath Jake Ferguson, above Sam Laporta, above Travis Kelce is on my rankings your number 7 tight end, Mr. Kyle Pitts, Sr. of Atlanta.
No. I've got him as my don't play.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The past 2 weeks, he has scored over 13 fantasy points. He is catching the ball. They've got him out in the slot. He is running after the catch. At short, he's not going deep anymore. They got him involved in run after catch situations. I know he's questionable this week. Keep an eye on it. But like with tight ends, look, if a tight end is scoring double-digit points, I play him until he doesn't score double-digit points, and then I got to look for another tight end who's on a roll of scoring double-digit points. And right now, he is on a roll of scoring 13 points a game. Look, they are going against New England. New England gives up tight end points, so I play him. Drake London has been banged up. Drake London I got him ranked 12th. Michael Penix is banged up. Let's use our outlet. Let's run the ball, and let's use our big tight end as an outlet, and let's get 13 points, okay? So that's my tight end play of the week. I would tell you some more, but my rankings are what it is. It's Trey McBride, it's Tucker Kraft, it's Warren, it's Kittle, it's Bowers, it's Gatson, it's Ferguson. We know who we have to play at tight end, right? Yeah. Well, Kyle Pitts, I have to tell y'all, has snuck into my top 10 this week.
I just don't like the quarterback. I just don't like either one.
Yeah,
I don't. They're both so inconsistent. They have to run the ball, and they have to use both them running backs. That's all they can do. That's all. Especially if London's out, he hasn't practiced in 2 days.
Somebody's got to get.
Mooney's a shell. Mooney didn't do nothing. He gave up last game. After he dropped that pass going out of bounds, he was done. Pitts showed up. Pitts did show up. I just don't like him against New England. I think New England runs away with it.
Okay.
But you know, hey, I could be wrong. I've been wrong maybe once. Maybe once.
Isaiah likely. that was just the other day.
Yeah. That's the one. My memory
this week.
So who you like?
Huh?
Who do I like? Who do I like?
Who do you?
I'm gonna tell you who I don't like, but keep going.
I'll tell you who I like.
Who you like?
And last year he only had 1 touchdown. Can you guess who he is? Trey McBride.
Oh yeah.
I love him against the Cowboys.
Yeah.
The Cowboys are giving up massive points to the tight end. And Trey McBride is nothing more than a gigantic wide receiver.
He's my number 1 tight end this week.
So, Trey McBride in that game should have the most fantasy points of anybody besides a quarterback on this game.
Really? One of my starts at wide receiver was almost Marvin Harrison Jr.
Oh, shoot, no.
I got him in wide receiver 17. I just think he's going to eat.
I'm going to tell you what's going to
happen. Kyler Murray's back.
Marvin Harrison Jr. in a year or two is going to get traded away to another team.
And he's going to shine. He's going to turn into like Jamar Chase or something.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen.
Kyler Murray just can't find him, man. It takes Kyler Murray 3 seconds to roll out because he can't see over the line. After him 3 seconds to roll out, he's covered. He can't get out. He's not very good at creating distance. He's open from the beginning, because he's so fast. But when someone gets on him, he can't create separation no more, and it takes Kyler Murray too long to find it.
Once they catch up with him, it's over.
Yeah,
and it's usually at the end of the route. And by that time, Murray's done. Oh, okay, I can see you now.
Yeah, I'm throwing to Trey McBride.
Yeah, somebody we're not talking about is Bam Knight. Bam Knight needs to be in your lineup as well.
Man,
I mean, look,
go get him. Go
get him too. I mean, that's a sleeper pick. You better have him. Trey Benson is not coming back. That Michael Carter's on the practice squad. Bam Knight's job.
By his job for the rest of the season.
Yeah, is what it seems like.
And he's actually really good.
And it looked like even when Trey Benson did play, it was James Conner. They hardly had Trey Benson in there, and they drafted him so high, but he just can't take that job for whatever reason. So it is what it is. Yeah.
And I think next year he'll still be there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
James Conner is pretty done. Trey Benson's he's a wash.
Yeah. So
it's Bam Knight's job from here forward.
Yeah, I had to go pick him up.
All right, so let's do some don't plays this week.
All right.
Okay.
Let's give them away some. Let's start with some quarterbacks. We'll go down. We'll give 1 and 1 and 1.
All right. My no-go quarterback of the week is a no-go quarterback every single week.
Oh, wow.
This isn't a deep dive, but in Superflex, do not play Geno Smith against the set. I wouldn't play Geno Smith against anybody.
He started out, he was throwing so many interceptions, but it seemed like 300-yard game.
Jacksonville is sneakily the 7th best defense in the league.
Yes. Jacksonville, I think is a playoff team. Whenever Trevor Lawrence and
short of the quarterback,
yeah. And listen, for what it's worth in there, look, we got the trade line coming up, and it's been a very disappointing season for Vegas. They got some good weapons.
Jacoby Myers is a decent wide receiver.
They know exactly where I'm going. Yeah, Jacoby Myers probably could be going to another team.
He did better last year with crappier quarterbacks.
Yeah.
See, to me, if New England was smart and they don't have to admit that they're wrong, go bring Jacoby Myers back.
Boom.
Send Stephon Diggs over there.
There
That's
you
what
go.
I would do.
Yeah. And now you got Kayshon Boutte and him.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's 2 fast weapons on the field, crisscrossing everywhere.
Yeah, and it looks like Trey Tucker he could step up. He looks like he's a good number 2 wide receiver. So you got something to build on over there. I don't know what's going to happen there in Vegas. I thought they were making some good strides there, and it seems like Geno was the bad move.
Yeah. They went and they got Genty, which was a good move.
Yep.
They went and they got Brock Bowers, which was a good
Great move.
Jacoby Myers to me was a good move.
Yep.
They just don't have the offensive line or the quarterback to get it done.
Yeah, there's a couple of years back. I think Tom Brady is going to get that thing fixed.
It looks good on paper, just don't work in real life.
Yeah.
Just think if they would have, if Geno would have stayed in Seattle and they would have brought
Sam
Darnold.
Ooh. Yeah.
I think they'd be doing a lot better than they're doing right now. But with the bad offensive line, Sam Darnold sees ghosts, so you don't know. You never know.
He sees ghosts.
A lot of teams wish they would have brought Sam Darnold in, don't they?
Yeah, a lot of them do.
Uh-huh.
Yep, and I think the writing's on the wall. Seattle's going to get him for a long contract.
Yeah. Only Kubiak's putting up some good numbers, but this is my sit of the week is look.
Don't do it.
Bo Nix.
Don't do it.
Bo Nix is just, I can't
Louise.
start him against the Texans. Really, listen, I'll be honest with you.
Let's get honest, guys.
I like J.K. Dobbins.
Have you been lying this whole time?
I just let me emphasize the fact that I don't like any Denver Broncos this week.
Not even J.K.?
J.K. is fifth in yardage. I understand that, but guess who? R.J. Harvey's starting to share 50% of the snaps with him in the red zone.
Yep.
And this defense they're going against, the Texans defense, is not nothing to play with, y'all. Bo Nix had a great game against Dallas, but it was Dallas. And what does Dallas do? Give up fantasy points. The Texans, they don't give up passing yardage. I mean, there's this thing where Sean Payton likes two running backs, and it's starting to happen now. J.K. Dobbins, R.J. Harvey, we're starting to see the share again. Cortland Sutton would have had a decent game last week. He dropped a touchdown. The Broncos have been getting lucky. We've had passes coming out of Broncos' hands, going into other Broncos' wide receiver hands. That I don't like. I don't like hardly any Broncos this week. I don't like any of them.
In a bad game last week, in a bad game for the 49ers, Mac Jones threw 193 yards and 2 touchdowns against that same defense. Bo Nix is a better quarterback than Mac Jones.
But I just think they're just going to destroy. I mean, this defense is just amazing. This defense is just amazing. But you say that, but this is a different game script. Like their job is to stop Christian McCaffrey, and they did it. They shut him down.
This right here is going to be a defensive battle. This is your top 3, top 3
to 5 defenses going against each other. Yeah,
so it'll be a low-scoring game.
Yeah,
but man, I just love Bo Nix. I love the way he plays football.
I don't think he gets 15 fantasy points this week. I just don't see it happening. I have to sit Bo Nix. If you got him, I go stream other players. I go, it might be that week where you have to sit him.
Yeah, there's definitely better ones out there. There's even a couple of streamers out there you can get.
Look, I like Sam Darnold over him. I like Flacco. I like Lawrence. I like Love. I like Jackson Dart. I like Caleb Williams. I like Kyler Murray over him.
Quarterbacks other than.
Yeah, I got him. I got him like 19. Quarterback 19 this week. Yeah.
No.
This Texans defense ain't nothing to play with, y'all.
All right.
Well, good. Let me jump on your piggyback. C.J. Stroud.
Yeah.
Because of Denver's defense,
yeah.
right? All right. So, I mean, Vegas is even thinking this ain't going to happen. 40.5 points in the over-under this week. So, I mean, they're saying nobody's scoring on this game. Broncos have only allowed 16.5 fantasy points to only 3 quarterbacks this year, and the rest were underneath that. Mm-hmm. So their defense is stout. And then on top of that, Texans have a great defense and a terrible offensive line.
Terrible.
So I think the run game is going to be decent. The Broncos have allowed more to the running back than to the passing quarterback. I just don't think C.J. Stroud, who's been struggling all year with his arm, all his game. I mean, I know we got Nico back. I think there's going to be a little value there, but I just don't think that he's worth playing. I mean, I don't need a quarterback making 15.9 fantasy points on average a week.
He stays on his back too much.
Yeah, so I mean that's his average. He's projected at 15.9. I don't want that. I need somebody in the mid-20s or higher, and I don't think this game goes into a shootout except for Bo Nix. I think Bo Nix runs all over the Texas defense.
In defense of C.J. Stroud,
and I don't want to lie either.
Yeah, I love C.J. Stroud. I think he's a brilliant football player.
He's just in a terrible position.
They are destroying this man's career by not giving him an offensive line. He has all the weapons. Now give this man a line and let him show you what he can do. I'm predicting he gets 4 to 5 sacks this game.
Yeah, their pass rush, the Denver's pass rush is unbelievable, and that shouldn't be counted out, even though Surtain may be out for this game.
Yeah, he's going to be out. They say.
Okay.
Yeah.
If he's out, then that makes a difference.
Makes it easier for Nico.
Next man up,
Yep.
Yep.
So, all right, let's do some running backs. I'm going to go with mine. Jordan Mason, who has struggled all season since probably the last couple games. I mean, he came out the gate on fire and was doing great, took over the job. Aaron Jones has come back. I think he made 1.56 fantasy points last week in PPR leagues. It was not good. I think he's got a couple more weeks to struggle before he figures out anything, if that, and he may be a bust for the year. So I hope not. I mean, I do have him in a couple of my benches. I just hope he does better, but I don't see it.
Who you like?
Who do I don't like?
Yeah.
Man, we've talked about this and a few times this year. It's tough for me to make a decision here. So, and if I can't make a decision, I may not make a decision. You know what I'm saying? Because
Not really.
okay, this is what I'm talking about.
You just told the truth for the first time just a minute ago.
We got a great
all day. You've been lying.
Seattle's got a great matchup against the Commanders' defense, which on paper looks great.
Uh-oh.
But you got to make a decision here between Kenneth Walker and Zach Charbonnet, and each one of them has a chance to be an RB2, right, against a great matchup. The problem is
It's a coin flip.
It's a coin flip. So do you pick Charbonnet or do you pick Kenneth Walker Jr.? Well, 6 running backs, 5 games against Washington, haven't scored 11 fantasy points in PPR. So that's what I'm talking about, the lineup, right? But each one of these guys feels like they're more touchdown reliant. And if I'm looking in the red zone, I assume that Zach Charbonnet is going to get those looks over Kenneth Walker Jr. So Kenneth Walker Jr., when he don't get in the end zone, is held to 9.6 fantasy points. And that's been 3 games. So you love the matchup, but you don't love the consistency. And there have been such a share over there that I've seen on certain where you go and I do my homework and I'm looking at studies, and some people have Kenneth Walker III as like in their 18 to 20 range as far as rankings, and I don't like that at all. I like Rico Dowdle, I like Stevenson, I like Bam Knight over Kenneth Walker. And if I had to pick one of these, I start Zach Charbonnet, and I can't. 9.6 fantasy points. I know the lineup, but it seems like Zach Charbonnet is the one getting in the end zone. So I cannot start Kenneth Walker anytime this week.
No, I can't start him at all this year.
This
Season.
And it seems like.
And think about where people took him at.
The hype. It was all the hype. They were saying this dude is the truth. And, I mean, Clint Kubiak was coming out every practice just preaching his praise. And the Frenchman's the one getting the ball.
Yeah.
So
they didn't give up on Charbonnet for a reason.
Yeah.
They had a lot of faith in him.
And, I mean, look, there's just so many.
Darnold's slinging it. So takes away from that.
Takes away from that a lot.
Yeah.
Jackson Smith and Jigba's been killing it, buddy. Fantasy.
Yeah.
I like Charbonnet better than Kenneth Walker III.
Yeah,
and I think starting next season, Charbonnet's the guy.
Yeah, Kenneth Walker III. We're talking about people who should be and potentially could be traded. Look, they got Breece Hall involved. They had him as big week. His bye week's now, so his value's up. I expect Breece Hall to be moving. They got 2 good running backs right here. Seattle looks like a sound, very good team. It seems like if they wanted to move on from one of these guys, there'd be a lot of value out there for one of these guys. And look, I mean, you got teams like Bam Knight's out there. Arizona needs a consistent, steady running back. There's teams that need these players. The Texans are one. I mean, you got teams that may try to push to make the playoffs, and you got some teams out there that need it. Because I mean, Woody Marks, he's in my top 25. I mean, he's underneath both of these guys. So I'm seeing this, and
the Texans don't need a running back. They need a line.
Yeah, they need a line.
They'll figure the running back stuff after that.
Yeah, but I yield on both of these guys, and if I have to pick one, it's Charbonnet, and I set Kenneth Walker.
There you go.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Okay.
I'm sitting Krosky Merritt, Bill. I do not like him against the Seattle Seahawks 8th ranked defense. They're going to have to throw the ball to stay in this. I think McLaurin is going to have a bigger game, but
He's out.
Oh, so well then,
Yeah.
What do we do?
Debo. That's
We go
all
to
you got.
Debo.
Yeah, you go Debo.
That's right. McLaurin got hurt in the last.
Yep. Hammy.
In and out.
Yep.
In and out. I forgot about that.
With them great catches.
Man,
2 of them amazing.
the Commanders, the injuries have hurt their playoff chances this year, and I think that they just stacked the box on Krosky Merritt. He's a big running back, man. He's good, but not against this defense. I don't like him.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. He was on my next one to call out other than Mason. So, all right, well, give us some receivers, Joe. What kind of receiver you don't like?
All right, well, you're not going to like this. I
don't.
say play no Giants receiver at all. None against this 49ers 11th ranked receiving defense, pass defense.
Wandale's trouble.
With Tyrone Tracy back in, Tyrone Tracy and Scatterboo are the same as far as running hard up the middle.
Negative.
You know, so
Negative.
Tyrone Tracy.
Cam Scatterboo is the juggernaut.
You have
That dude doesn't care if his brains get scrambled in a blender.
I'm telling you,
Tyrone Tracy cares if he gets hurt.
That is why Cam Scatterboo will only play 4 games at a time and be out on injury reserve because of that right there.
You always need that handcuff.
Yeah, Tyrone Tracy plays smarter.
Cam
than Cam
Scatterboo reminds me of Adam Sandler in that football movie.
The Water Boy.
The
Yeah.
Water Boy.
Yeah, Scatterboo is going to injure himself straight out of the league if he doesn't stop.
I don't think he stops, man.
No.
I think he's fried.
I'm telling
He's
you.
CTE on a stick.
Everybody fell in love with this guy.
I do. I like watching him play. But
And then now they're scrambling to the waiver wire to pick up a running back when they should have had Tyrone Tracy the whole time because of the way this guy runs.
That's it.
So I play no Giants wide receivers. I have no faith in Jackson Dart when he's under pressure.
Okay.
I like his scrambling. I liked your Wandale Robinson pick.
I do. I mean, somebody's got to
I liked your Wandale
Somebody's
Robinson
getting
take.
it.
I don't like
Somebody's
it.
Yeah.
getting it.
I don't like it.
I mean, I liked your one. I was like, you know what, man? Like, this is a sneaky good pick, man. Like,
Against the 49ers team who managed the clock. The last game in the first quarter, how many times did the opposing team get to touch the ball?
Yeah, look,
Half a quarter.
I get that, but like the only reason like I feel like the offense is even going to be on the field is because Kittle's back. I mean,
Yeah.
that's it. That offense is not good. And guess what?
No, it's not.
San Francisco cannot rush the passer either now.
Yeah, that's weird.
They can't rush the passer. They
I think it's going to be a close game.
Bosa went out. They can't rush the passer. So I mean, that Kyle Shanahan should be coach of the year for doing what he's done with this team with
Yeah,
Mac Jones
hurt.
and all the injuries and everything.
Defense,
like,
too.
yeah, and what he's done, man. Like this dude he's a genius.
He is by far the coach of the year.
Yeah,
this year.
I mean, for what he's done with that team,
And he revitalized Mac Jones' career. Mac Jones might be quarterback of a team
he's got to
next
go
year.
somewhere else. Yeah, he's under contract one more year over there, but he can probably start a lot of places. So
Who you like to sit?
listen, man, look, do you not? I'm gonna go down a list here. I'm not even gonna give you one. I'm gonna go down a list.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
And no, I'm playing him. I'm playing Marvin Harrison Jr. against Dallas. I love it. I love the matchup. I love the fact that Kyler Murray's coming back. He's gonna look for him in the end zone. Brian Thomas Jr. against Las Vegas is a sit to me because they said Travis Hunter's going to get more involved. That is going to be what they want. They want him to be the cornerstone of the offense now.
Thank you.
I believe in
Dynasty
that.
League, right?
Yep. Cortland Sutton against Houston. I don't like it at all. He had a touchdown in his hands, and he just dropped the thing last week. He ain't even going to get that this week. He's going to get the best cornerback in the league, arguably, on him, following him. If I do play any wide receivers for Denver this week, I play Troy Franklin because I think there might be a play for something deep down the field, but I do not like Cortland Sutton this week. I said him. Xavier Worthy, Kansas City. I do not like him. I like Rashee Rice. I like what's going on. It seems like they want to get Kelsey more involved. And it looks like Noah Gray had a couple of passes that they rolled out and got him involved with.
He dropped one of them.
He dropped one of them, and man, if he had it, he had all the room to run. I don't like Xavier Worthy this week against Buffalo. I think this game's going to be somewhat a high-scoring game, but I do not like this take with Xavier Worthy. I think, what's going to happen is, I don't know if y'all know this, guess who's out? Isaiah Pacheco's out for the Chiefs. So Kareem Hunt's going to be in there. Kareem Hunt had 2 touchdown catches last week. Kareem Hunt is going to be involved in the passing game. I don't think we see Brishan Smith involved because he can't pass block. Stephon Diggs, I don't play hardly any of these New England wide receivers because I don't know any of them who consistently get the ball except for maybe Kayshon Boutte. But I tell you what, who I will not touch is Stephon Diggs.
No.
And a surprising take I didn't bring up, but I love Jordan Addison. So if you're looking for a sleeper and a flyer, Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, I think eat because I don't think they're going to be able to throw. Jordan Mason, I don't think is going to be able to run the ball. Aaron Jones is back. He's going to be involved in the passing game. J.J. McCarthy's back. I think the passing game is going to be better. So if I go down wide receivers, I don't touch any of them, and I sure do not know who to pick for Green Bay, so I don't touch any of those guys.
Christian Watson.
But he's going down because there's an injury designation with him. So we don't know.
What you got, Nick?
Spaghetti legs.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Well, I don't know. Chad said the whole NFL, so I'm not going to. No. Saints receivers.
Yeah.
Nobody. Tyler Shough. He is going to get a start this week. I mean, I pray that something happens, but, I mean, I've watched a lot of film. I've watched a lot of practice. I've watched a lot of this and that. And Tyler Shough is not a better version of Rattler.
Oh, I disagree 100%. Rattler puts the ball on the ground and throws interceptions.
And this is going to be the same thing.
Yeah, this guy threw a pick immediately.
That's like when you guys little take on J.J. McCarthy and put him up in the upper echelon of quarterbacks before he ever played a game, and he's not that guy. We don't know anything about Tyler Shough right now.
I don't know about J.J. McCarthy. He played 6 games?
Yeah.
6 NFL games, that's it?
Yeah.
I don't know. But I just don't see it happening. I mean, the Saints, it's not just the quarterback issue. There's so much trash
It's the
going
offensive
on
line.
Everything over there is a dumpster fire. I'm with Chad. It should be a fire sale. Let's leave Kamara in the middle, and then let's throw everybody else out and let's start back over because that's a wrap. Because Kamara's not leaving, so it's not like we can use him for bait anyway. But no Saints wide receivers whatsoever. I don't trust them. I don't know what Tyler Shough going to do.
He's not going to run. We know that.
So
that might be the problem.
Well, that would be
that's what he needs to because
it's going to be a sack.
He's a pocket quarterback.
The one thing I did like about Tyler Shough was the 4.7 his 40 time. Is a 4.7. So listen, man. Hey, Tyler Shough, you're fast. Run. Do not throw. You threw the ball one time and right into the defensive tackle's hands last week. Run.
But either one, they're both not the answer. The answer.
Oh, neither one is the answer.
And guess what?
No.
The next year's quarterback draft is terrible too.
But your quarterback is
Indiana
in the building.
Yeah.
Well, he's 30-something. But the Indiana quarterback's coming out. Saints got the number 1 pick, so we're hopeful. So
yay.
Great.
So.
Fantastic.
Tight ends, baby. I'll go with it. Hunter Henry. Henry in the last 4 games has made less than 7.7 fantasy points the whole time. He was a target. He was at the beginning of the year for New England. He was a target. I don't know what has happened. Kayshon Boutte has become what they throw to. You know what I'm saying? Ramondre Stevenson has become the dog, and Hunter Henry is just not getting any love. I just don't pick him this week. He's not. There's so many more options out there for me to pick if I had to stream anybody. I just don't do Hunter Henry. I mean, 7 points, it's less. The average is less than 7 points a game, so I need something better.
Yes.
Okay. For me, Dalton Kincaid, I have been really, really excited about Dalton Kincaid. He had kind of a down year last year. This year he's been very up, been really involved. But he's going against the Chiefs. Every time he's going against the Chiefs, he has not gotten 50 yards. He has not gotten it. And that's been 3 matchups, not 50 yards, no touchdowns, and that is going to continue.
So you think it doesn't change?
Trend analysis. Hey, 3 games he ain't done it. 4 games, I don't see it happening. I believe in trends, and Kansas City has an answer for him. So Dalton Kincaid, do not start him. I put Colston Loveland in if I have to. I like Colston Loveland's matchup before I like Dalton Kincaid. So that's my take. I just wouldn't play him.
Okay. I do not like Kyle Pitts against 6th-ranked New England defense. I don't like him. He's had a good last 2 weeks, but before that, he had 3 for 18. He had 5 for, 20-something. Against good defenses, the guy doesn't show up. Against bad defenses, he does. This is a good defense. Maybe not solely against the tight end, but as a whole, it's the 6th-ranked defense.
Yeah, he was my start. I just go with hot hand.
He was great last year too.
Yeah, he was. He was nuts. But with Drake London not playing, with Mooney being kind of a nothing in the games, they have to throw it to somebody. So he may do something. I just think they're going to run 2 running back sets
and just keep trucking.
Yeah, because their quarterback is a coin flip too. Penix will throw more interceptions than he'll throw touchdowns.
It's the hot hand. I play the hot hand until it's not hot anymore.
Yeah, and he is the hot hand. You're correct. Yeah.
So
and that on that team with Darnell Mooney out, he's the hot hand.
Yeah. So
I think next time we need to start with the sits because the energy in the room just went away.
Well, it's depressing. It's straight depressing. I need Paxton talking about this.
I think we start with the sits and then we go with the starts after that.
Look at who I sit.
End of the episode, we're like, yeah.
I sit your guy, Bill.
Yeah.
I sit your guy.
I'm not against that. That team is terrible right now.
Yeah.
Everybody's hurt.
They're not a playoff team for sure.
Mariota's throwing loop-de-loops in the air, and McLaurin was catching some crazy stuff, and now he can't play. So
Yeah, look at the names that we leave off. Like last week, Dalton Schultz was the start for me. Now it's like he's going against Denver. Evan Ingram he's going against Houston. TJ Hawkinson's going against Detroit. Names that you think we would love are getting replaced by Theo Johnson, and I don't think Theo Johnson does anything this week. It's just
I think Juwan Johnson does more than Theo Johnson.
And it doesn't help. We got Tampa Bay, and we got Philadelphia on a bye, and Cleveland. We have 2 good tight ends, David Njoku, and on a bye, and we got Judkins. Thank God maybe his shoulder gets healthy, but I'm like, man, dude, this is the past. We had 6 teams on a bye last week, and we have 4 teams on a bye this week, and
everybody's hurt.
Everybody's hurt. Yeah, you want to talk about who not to play? It's
but we didn't talk about Tucker Kraft.
Well, he's not number 2. He might not if you're out there, if you're sitting Tucker Kraft, you go eat retard sandwiches, dude. What are we doing?
Tucker Kraft is the most consistent on Green Bay. Period.
Yeah.
Tucker Kraft's their best weapon.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
Kraft mac and cheese.
Yeah, it's so
cheesy.
It's just wow, man. Last week there wasn't a game that was decided, but by one game was close last week.
Everything else was a runaway.
It was just. I was watching the games and it wasn't even fun. And I'm watching fantasy and this guy DK scoring. DK sitting there scoring. Sutton's missing passes in his hands, and this DK kick, Cam Ward's throwing a ball behind him, and in the middle of that, it's man, what product? When did this get so bad?
To me, that's the reason why I don't watch a lot of college games. It's the same thing. These high ranked teams, they beat up on nobodies all year long, and then they play ranked teams twice. And that's the reason why I don't really watch it that much. LSU, the people still cheering, but LSU's beating up Western Kentucky Central by 57 points or whatever.
Not anymore.
They were playing. I can't even remember what team it was. It was another middle down the line small Louisiana college. I can't even remember what it was.
Oh, that was the second week. You got to get those so they get paid $1 million and stuff.
so that school gets paid.
Yeah, so that school gets paid. But LSU is just a dumpster fire too, man. Go get Nick Saban, please.
Yeah, they offered him $200 million.
Goodbye, Scott Woodard. Goodbye, Scott Woodard. This is a chat.
His daughter got online and was like, "My dad's happy with his new life," and then boom, $200 million.
Yeah,
that makes a lot of difference.
Nick Saban said, "I'm thinking about it."
Yeah,
I would think about it too.
All right. Well, this wraps up our episodes of Starts and Sits. Until next time, I'm Nick Tate.
Joe Caldero.
And the Cadillac.
And we're out.
Smashmouth Footballers.
This ain't no regular thing.
Artlist.io.
I shoot my shot and it's clean. This is my city, yeah, this is my team. If you talking and talk to me nice, I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights, better get right, champion. The The game is in trouble. I've been in my depth for the piece of the puzzle. I got it for real. Still keep me going. I wake
Music
up and
licensing reimagined.
in the field. Man of the town, you've been in your fields. I'm adjusting this crown. Call me your majesty. Either that or your tragedy.